Does the word Amen mean, so be it? Or is it the name of an Egyptian sun god? We can find ancient literature about the Egyptian sun god, named Amen. Since Amen sounds very similar to the word Amen, it's possible to suggest that they are the same thing. Which means that Jews and Gentiles could actually be praying to the Egyptian sun god, named Amen. So is this really true? When we look at Aramaic, a parent language of Hebrew, we see that their records of existence date back further than ancient Egyptians. It's said that northern Israel was settled by Arameans in 3500 BC. Compare that to the writings of ancient Egyptians, which date back only to 3100 BC. This already suggests that the ancient Egyptians borrowed words from the Aramaic language. Meaning, the prayer word Amen came to existence before the Egyptian sun god, Amen. But how does Amen sound in other languages? Here's how Amen looks like in Coptic, which is a dialect from the Egyptian language. It spells almost like the English alphabet, as we can see it resembles an A, M, O, Y, N. Pronounced out, that sounds like Amoin. This doesn't sound like the word, Amen. When we go to pronounce Amen from the Greek translation, it sounds as
Amon Amon.
This sounds different than the word Amen. It pronounces as a moon instead. Next, when we translate Amen into Hebrew, it is pronounced as
Amen.
Emun. Emun.
So all three cases of pronouncing the sun god, Amen, doesn't sound like Amen. Now, when we shift to defining and pronouncing the word, Amen, in Greek it sounds like this.
Amen. Amin.
When we write it in Hebrew, it sounds like this.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
So we can see Amen is not the same word as Amen. Not only do they pronounce differently, but they spell differently as well. And since we know the Egyptians borrowed the word, Amen, from Aramaic, we can reject the claim that Jews and Gentiles pray to an Egyptian sun god. And in reality, saying Amen has nothing to do with the Egyptian sun god at all. Therefore, Amen is still legitimate to use when closing out a prayer to God.